Welcome back. We're taking a look outside the Wellsboro sky cam. Sun's starting to rise, and pretty soon we'll see temperatures warm up just a little bit, but it's going to take a little bit. We're not really going to get very high today, only up into the mid-50s. You can notice a few little pockets there of fog, but otherwise very much just a calm day. Fog, not a widespread concern across the region this morning. What would be more of a concern, how cold it has gotten and how quickly it got that cold. Temperatures down to the mid-20s, a good chunk of the area. 26 Bath, 25 in Corning. You go over towards Wellsboro, 27, and over towards Binghamton, 31. So a couple places still just around the freezing mark, but you go further to the northeast, Ithaca and Cortland sitting at 25 here this evening, and across the region a very much huge decrease in temperature for some areas like Elmira, a 21-degree decrease compared to this time yesterday, 16 degrees down in Ithaca, 11 in Wellsboro. So across the whole region, well, hey, Elmira is the winner of the how much heat do we lose game. Unfortunately, I know some folks might not want to win that game, but we are going to see those morning lows actually start to bounce up more into the above average area. It's going to take a couple days to get there. But right now, very much clear when it comes to satellite. Clouds not really going to be a concern today. We'll have a few odd ones passing through the region later on in the day and mainly in the afternoon. But we're staying very much on the clear side. But all those clear skies and abundant sunshine, it's not going to do too much to get those temperatures up. We're expecting to get up into the mid-50s, which it is normal for this time of year to be around this general area. 55 for Elmira, Spencer, Montour Falls, 53s for a lot of Tioga County, Pennsylvania, and also parts of Steuben County, and then 53 Towanda, 50 in Troy. So I think the 50 to 55 range is a good landing spot for our temperatures today. But the dry weather, now it actually has contributed to fair decent drought conditions. We're currently shrouded in the yellow here for abnormally dry. So technically not considered levels of drought. This would be considered D0, so just below the level of drought, but we have not had much rain at all. So much so that many northeastern states, see Pennsylvania, New Jersey, parts of Massachusetts are dealing with drought, and it's very much apparent in Ohio and West Virginia, and likely to stick around too as a high pressure system will start to move offshore. But notice how we have that tilt, a little tilt in the jet stream that's going to allow for that warm air to pass through, because the flow around the high pressure system is clockwise, so it's going to come all the way up through here, and we're going to get that warm air from the south deposited back into the region, and we'll see those warm conditions come back around for Tuesday. And we'll have those temperatures stay in the 70s potentially for a couple of days. See, we're seeing more a average kind of day here on our Sunday, and just above average too for our Monday. We'll see temperatures bounce up into the high 50s, so we'll be just above average for the area. But then look at Tuesday, back into the 70s, a lot more 70s, especially if you go further north. The Finger Lakes, very much likely to see a 70-degree day, a little bit less likely as you head down to the northern tier. And clouds will be fairly hard to come by. An abundant sunshine kind of day, very dry day as well. So we're still seeing those dry conditions prevail across much of the region. And our high today, 5-degree guarantee, is 55. A seasonable day, mostly sunny skies, and the winds coming out of the northeast, helping to keep that cold air in the region. And for the 7-day forecast, you got temperatures sitting in the 50s going into Monday. Up to the 70s for Election Day, so heading to the polls, a very warm day ahead of you, 73. Rainfall very likely on Wednesday, 70, and we bounce back down to the 60s after a cold front passes through. More sunshine for Friday, and then just in time for the weekend, we'll be returning to a more average state, temperatures back in the 50s.